What if your mind is not your own? Every day you wake up thinking you are in control. You believe your choices, your thoughts, your desires are yours. But what if I told you, before you even open your eyes, someone has already claimed them? Your attention, your most valuable possession, has been bought, sold, and stolen in ways you cannot even see. Think about it. When was the last time you sat in silence without reaching for your phone? When was the last time you read a single page of a book without the urge to check a notification? We like to imagine that our distractions are harmless, that scrolling for a few minutes is simply a way to pass time. But what if these fragments of time were not just moments lost, but fragments of your life, carved away? Attention is not just focus, it is the currency of your soul. What you attend to, you become. The mystic Simone Weil once wrote, "Attention is the rarest and purest form of generosity." She understood what our age has forgotten, that wherever your attention rests, your life follows. To give your attention is to give a piece of yourself. And yet, in this world, your attention is no longer yours to give. It is extracted, manipulated, engineered. An entire economy thrives on keeping you hooked, not because it cares for you, but because your gaze is profitable. You are not the customer, you are the product. Look closely at the devices you carry, the platforms you scroll. Their design is not neutral. Every color, every notification, every sound is carefully crafted to hijack your nervous system. Infinite scroll was not an accident. Autoplay was not an accident. Even the placement of a like button has been studied by psychologists to exploit your mind's reward circuits. You are not browsing freely. You are being guided, nudged, pulled into loops designed to never end. But this is not new. Ancient Rome kept its people distracted with bread and circuses. The spectacle was enough to silence questions about truth, justice, or meaning. Today, the circus glows in your hand, endless entertainment feeding you shadows in place of reality. Plato described humanity as prisoners in a cave, watching shadows on the wall, mistaking them for truth. But what he could not imagine was how willingly we would build the cave ourselves. Ask yourself, when your attention is consumed by endless feeds, what part of you is growing weaker? Your ability to reflect, to imagine, to notice the subtleties of life withers. Your mind, once capable of depth, becomes shallow, trained to expect stimulation every few seconds. The philosopher Heidegger warned of this long ago. He said modern man is not destroyed by violence but by distraction. We fall, he wrote, into the they, a life where we no longer think for ourselves, but drift with whatever captures our gaze. And here is the most unsettling part. Attention shapes reality itself. What you notice becomes your world. Two people may live in the same city, walk the same streets, and yet inhabit entirely different realities, because their attention filters everything they see. If your focus is stolen, then so is your reality. And when reality is stolen, what remains of you? The trap is invisible. You do not feel chains on your wrists. You do not see bars around your mind. You feel free, scrolling by choice, clicking by choice. But choice without awareness is only illusion. Algorithms whisper in the background, not forcing you, but gently nudging you toward the path most profitable to them. And like sheep, we follow the path without asking who drew the map. This is the true cost of the attention trap. It is not just wasted time, it is wasted being. Every stolen moment of attention is a moment not given to love, not given to reflection, not given to wonder. Every second stolen is a second you did not live. And the tragedy is, you will never notice its absence because distraction leaves no scar. But if attention is the currency of the soul, then who owns your soul? Who spends your focus for you? Think about the advertisements you see, the headlines you click, the influencers you follow. Every one of them is a bidder in the marketplace of your mind. Some want your money, others want your belief, and some want something even darker, your obedience. If you cannot command your attention, then your life is not yours. It belongs to whoever can capture it. Yet there is another side to this story. Attention is not only a trap, it is also the key. If attention can be stolen, it can also be reclaimed. And to reclaim it is to reclaim yourself. Imagine for a moment what it would mean to hold your attention like a flame in your hand. Steady, unwavering, unbroken. What would you see that you have missed? What truths lie just beyond the veil of distraction? The mystics say that attention is the doorway to the infinite. To attend to something deeply, whether a tree, a word, or a silence, is to encounter reality as it is, not as it is filtered. In that depth, life begins to reveal itself. Suddenly, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. A single breath becomes a universe. A moment of stillness becomes eternity. But this requires the courage to resist the trap, to face the discomfort of silence, to sit with yourself without escape. Think of a candle in a dark room. If the flame flickers endlessly, nothing is illuminated. But if it holds steady, the entire room is revealed. Your attention is that flame. Keep it steady, and the hidden dimensions of life begin to emerge. Let it scatter, and you remain in darkness no matter how brightly your screens may shine. So ask yourself now, who owns your mind? Is it you, or is it the invisible architects who profit from your gaze? Every moment you give to distraction is a moment you surrender to them. Every moment you rest back, every second of silence you claim, is an act of rebellion, a declaration that your soul is not for sale. The trap is real, but so is the key, and the key is awareness. The key is choosing again and again where your flame will burn. Will you spend it on shadows, or will you use it to light the path of your own becoming? Because in the end, your life is nothing more than the sum of your attention. Not what you own, not what you achieve, not what you consume, but what you notice, what you cherish, what you choose to see. And if you do not choose, someone else already has. So I leave you with this question, one you cannot scroll past, one you cannot swipe away. If your attention is the currency of your soul, who is spending it?